Raise up. This is inviting all career professionals, business owners, creatives, and individuals looking at expanding their network with meaningful connections
to the Iconic Brands Award Gala Dinner at Lagos State, Nigeria on 4th November 2023.
Come treat yourself to a sumptuous dinner, grace the red carpet, interview with our media partners, meet and greet high-profile people, build new business partnerships, enjoy the opportunity to pitch your brand and grow a valuable network.
1,000 plus conference participants, 200 plus high net worth guests, business leaders, captain of industries, industry experts, thought leaders, senior managers, and well and highly placed professionals, influencers, and celebrities.
Regular ticket 50,000 naira, VIP 100,000 naira, business class 200,000 naira.
Visit www.theiconicbrandaward.com to get your tickets today.
Iconic Brand Awards, celebrating amazing brands.
Hello everyone, good evening, and you're welcome to this live broadcast. And I hope your day went well. I hope you're fine. How is business, family, work, everything? Good to be here once again. It's been a while. My name is Omobabiri Adeola Oshideko. I'm a coach and a branding expert. I'm also the convener of the Iconic Brand Awards. This evening, we are going to be talking about something really amazing, something really interesting, and that is the psychology of recognition and awards, why it matters and how to do it right. The concept of award is not new. Okay, before I go on, I just want to be sure you can see me and you can hear me. Oluwakemisola Isola, you're welcome. Thank you for joining from YouTube. If you're watching me from Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, please, can you say something in the comments so that I will know we are together? Good evening, good evening. You can tell me where you're watching from. You can say, hello, Adiola. I am watching from Ibadan. I'm watching from Lagos, Nigeria. I am watching from New York, USA. Or I'm watching from Birmingham in United Kingdom. Anywhere you're watching from, let me just know so that I can welcome you specially. Hello, Jamil, you're welcome. Oluwaseun, you're welcome. Justina, you're welcome. Thank you, Shola Toyin. Thank you. Please keep it coming. Jane, you're welcome. Thank you all for joining. And this is going to be a very interesting session. I can assure you of that, because we really need to talk about these things to avoid misconception, to avoid any kind of confusion, you know. So, like I said, we are going to be talking about the psychology of recognition and awards and why it matters and how to do it right, because we discover that in this day, we have a lot of misconception around the concept of award. We have a lot of people not doing it the right way. And, you know, it has made the concept of award to become very worthless. People don't, when you talk about award, it now become very cheap, very worthless to them, because they really don't see any value award is bringing to the table. And that is why we want to talk about it today. I have a very special guest in the room today, and I'm going to be introducing her. I'm going to be introducing her to you. Okay, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. And please keep your comments coming. Just say something so that I can also say hi to you. Say, hello, Adiola. I'm watching from Enugu, Nigeria. Or I'm watching from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Or just let me know where you're watching from, so that I can also say hi to you. Thank you, Ifeoma, who is watching from Benin. So I'm going to be reading the brief bio of my guests, just so you will know the phenomenal person I'm bringing to the... I'm sorry, just pardon me. I want to read a bio, but I don't know. This is not opening. I don't know why. Okay, let me just bring her in so that I will not. I believe that when she gets in, I'm sorry, she will introduce herself. She will introduce herself. So let me just bring her to the stage. I'm so sorry, I won't be able to read her bio, but she's a diction coach, she is, let her come and introduce herself, please.
All right.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Can you see
Good evening.
me?
Good evening, Adeola. I can see you.
Your screen is blank. Your screen is blank. It's kind of black. I don't know whether other people can see you. Please, can you see her? If you can see my guest, please say, I can see you. I can see you, because I cannot see her from my end.
But can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Are you using a laptop?
Yes, I am.
Okay, maybe the camera. Did you touch me? Maybe you switch the camera at the lens.
Okay, I'm using the camera of. Okay, hold on.
Yes,
I'm using the camera of. I'm using a webcam attached to it, so I think I need to change the settings. Okay, let me use my laptop camera. I think I should disconnect the webcam.
Okay. Because the other time you came in, I was able to see you, so I was wondering what happened just now. Let's keep the comments coming. Let's keep the comments coming before, while our guest is trying to fix our camera. Sorry, a lot of people said they can't see you as well.
Wow.
I really hope this gets fixed.
Wow.
And your picture is going at the background here. Hey, village people, what happened now?
I
Some
tell
that
you.
work just now.
God have mercy.
We've explained this thing, and okay, let me bring you back. Let me bring you back to stage. Add to stage. It's still the same.
Still the same. Wow.
Yes. Did you change your camera at any point between when you went out and now? Between when we Testron and now?
Laptop camera.
Yes.
Let me try again.
We are so sorry. We are so sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Someone said maybe you should log out and log in again.
Okay. Let's try that. Okay.
Let's try that, because
I'll try that now.
If nothing has changed between then and now, then we shouldn't be having this kind of problem. Okay. So while we're waiting for our guest, I want you to type in the comment section some of the concerns you have about awards. What are some of the things you don't like about award? Oh, they're selling award, they're saying this, they're doing that, they're voting. Can you just put all of those concerns in the comments so that we can start addressing them one by one? While I am waiting for our guest, I just want to keep us busy. I will go on a short break now, and when I'm back, hopefully our guest would have, get a camera on. Okay, she's even trying to come back.
Raise up. This is inviting all career professionals, business owners, creatives, and individuals looking at expanding their network with meaningful connections
to the Iconic Brands Award Gala Dinner at Lagos State, Nigeria on 4th November 2023.
Come treat yourself to a sumptuous dinner, grace the red carpet, interview with our media partners, meet and greet high-profile people, build new business partnerships, enjoy the opportunity to build your brand and grow a valuable network.
1,000 plus conference participants, 200 plus high net worth guests, business leaders, captain of industries, industry experts, thought leaders, senior managers, and well and highly placed professionals, influencers, and celebrities.
Regular ticket 50,000 naira, VIP 100,000 naira, business class 200,000 naira.
Visit www.theiconicbrandsaward.com to get your tickets today.
Iconic Brand Awards, celebrating amazing brands.
You're welcome back, but unfortunately, our guest is not back. She has not been able to fix our camera, and sincerely, is really funny because we just tested this thing some few minutes before now, and everything worked perfectly well. Just for her to come back, and this whole thing is not working again. So we'll have to wait for her. But like I said, let me know where you're watching from. And if you have any question or any concern around today's topic, the psychology of recognition and awards, why it matters and how to do it right. If you have any concerns or any question around this topic, please just drop it in the comments while we're waiting for her. Let me try to see. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I'm not sure she can hear me.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, but the camera is still not working.
Wonderful. And I can see myself from here.
This is really strange. But before, when you left and when you came back, between when we did the settings and when you came back, did you change anything? Did you change your phone? You change your laptop?
Not at all.
So what happened? This is really strange.
And I can see myself here. I wonder why.
Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me?
Yes, please.
You can see me?
I can. Yes.
Okay, let me ask. Are you using a laptop or a phone?
Laptop.
Now, that place where you have your camera for laptop, there is a switch. I don't know whether we're using the same laptop because this thing has happened to me before. There is a switch. If you touch that place for camera, you will see one button exactly where the camera is. Because if you look at my own now, I've off my own. Can you see that my own is also black?
Yes.
If I hold it back, it will on. So there's actually a button where your camera is. There is I don't know whether we are using the same type of laptop, but there is this button there that if you switch it off, your screen will go black. But if you switch it on, we'll be able to see you. Do you have such on your laptop?
Or you can hear me. You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can. Okay, can you use your phone? Can you use your phone?
Let me try.
Please use your phone. I think that's going to be our last option.
All right.
Let me remove you from the studio. This is really strange. We are so sorry. We are so sorry. Sorry for the I don't even know what to say because we have to wait for her. That's the truth. We have to wait for her. So if you're watching a replay, please just forward all these parts. Then let me go on a break again. And before we're back, hopefully she will be back.
TIBA Combo Pack is a collection of customized items made specially for you. With you in mind, these items come with different affirmations inscribed on them to make you feel like the iconic brand that you are. And we believe that these items will bring your affirmations to reality, even beyond your wildest imaginations. Aside from the fact that these items have the specific uses, the affirmations bring out your consciousness of representing an exceptional brand. The mini pack, which is 10,500, contains a mug, notepad, pen, t-shirt, crest, water bottle, and a wristband. The maxi pack, which is 20,500, contains all in the mini pack minus a water bottle, which will be replaced with a towel and water flasks. Pre-order yours now by using the link on the caption of this post and get to pick it up at the TIBA event this year without any cost of delivery. Don't miss this chance of owning something as iconic as you are. See you soon!
You're welcome back, but our guest is not back yet. So what are we going to do now? Oh, Father, this is really strange and funny. Well, yeah. Stuff's happen. If I had prepared that it's just going to be me, I would have just go ahead. So let's just wait for her, please. We apologize for any error or any inconvenience this is causing you. I know a lot of people are really eager to hear us on this live stream. We're still trying to wait for her. This is really fucked up. Oh. And we came like 15 minutes before the start time and everything worked perfectly, only for us to get here and okay. Eventually. Sorry.
It's horrible. My apologies. It's village people. They keep showing up all the time.
Don't mind them. That's what they said, that life happens. Can you imagine? We were hoping 15 minutes, we prepared, we did everything. I mean, this is just some of the mysteries of life. You're prepared, everything is set, you did what you were supposed to do. And something will just happen from nowhere. But I'm really glad you're back. Thank you so much for coming back. And please just introduce yourself briefly, because our time is already fast spent. Briefly to people so that they can meet you.
I'm Oleander Yuba. Oleander. Yes. Okay. So I'm so that you don't call me Hollandia. I'm used to people calling me that. All right. So I'm Oleander Yuba, the founder of the Literacy Sphere Education Services and the Literacy Sphere Diction Academy, as well as the Distinct Kids Club, where we groom children and adults to become eloquent, polished, and confident speakers. So yes, that's just about me.
Yeah, and you're phenomenal. You're really doing great with your diction coaching and all the works you're doing online. Well done. And I'm really proud of you, to be very honest with you, because I am, like I was telling the present nominees, that we have the capacity as an organization to revoke an award if we discover that you're not meeting up standard, not because we want to shame you or anything, but because we are also trying to protect our own brand reputation. If you are fighting or you are being involved in any controversial issue that is really big, I mean, just like all these brands too, when they see that a celebrity is involved in a scandal, they will withdraw their brand ambassadorship and say, we don't want Wahala, we go in your hole, let us be going our hole. You understand? So I was telling people that we can actually revoke an award if it's going to stay in our brand, because in future, if you have to come back to us for a reference letter, we will not be able to put a reference on your name because you are not really representing us well out there. So I want to say kudos to you. Well done for all the good things you're doing online and offline. More strength, more grace, more power in Jesus' name. Amen. So yeah, we're here today to talk about the psychology of recognition and awards and how why it matters. So 1 minute, please. Let me just quickly go live on Instagram. I went live before. I had to stop it because of the glitches. Okay, so you are an awardee. You have received the TIBA award in 2021. Now, we want you to share from your experience personally. How does it make you feel being an award recipient? I know probably TIBA is not your first award and you would have received a lot of other awards apart, but generally now, whether it's TIBA or not TIBA, receiving an award personally, how does it make you feel? Does it motivate you? Does it bring any credibility to your brand visibility? Does it add any feathers to your cap, like they will usually say?
All right, so I must mention that from the time I launched out online, okay, which was in 2020, so from that time to 2021, I would say the TIBA Awards was the first award I received from that time. And yeah, and it had a great impact on me. Why? Because prior to launching out online, I was camera shy. I was never a social media person. Okay. I was motivated to launch out online because I would see people in my field teach and I would complain, why is this lady pronouncing this word this way? Why is she teaching this way? And she has a lot of followers. I'll complain. But of course, I wasn't doing anything. So at the point, I told myself, girl, if you want to make a difference, go out there and teach. And so I began to put out content out there, and the reception I got was so encouraging. And by the time TIBA came, I was overwhelmed. I wasn't expecting it because to me, I felt I wasn't doing so much. I was so touched to have been recognized, and it had a great impact on me. It gave me the motivation to keep striving to be my best. And of course, you can testify that from the time I received the TIBA Awards till now,
yes,
I've grown.
Till now,
yes,
you've really been doing amazingly well. Thank you. So, in a nutshell, receiving TIBA Award and so many other awards you've received has really impacted your performance, has really impacted your influence, your visibility, and even your credibility. Because absolutely. I remember someone told me one day that he went to an office and he saw TIBA Award displayed on the shelf, and he was like, okay, if there's TIBA Award on this shelf, I am going to do business with this person because I trust TIBA Award that they go for excellence, So in a way, it adds to your credibility. And I'm really happy to hear that. Now,
and can I say something else? Can I say something else?
Please do. Please go ahead.
It also boosted my self-esteem. Yes,
Wow.
because I grew up not having low self-esteem because of some factors. And then when I got this recognition from TIBA, it heightened my self-esteem. It showed me that, okay, Oleander, you're worth something. And that was all I needed to keep, putting in my best into what I'm doing. And from that time till now, I've received other awards as well. Wow. So it was really a great motivation. Thank you.
That is really great and really proper. Thank you for giving us that testimonial. So now let's talk about the concept of people seeking for recognition. The truth is, let's be factual with ourselves. Everybody loves recognition. I mean, even a child, one of the things they teach us in parenting is that we should reward our children when they do something well. You can say something like, if you wash all the dishes today, I'm going to give you a pack of chocolates. I'm going to give you this or that. That motivates them. So if you're behind, if you're somewhere and you are screaming, what is our word? What is our word? It doesn't mean you are a liar.
Of course. Absolutely.
You are a liar and there's no truth in you. And that is a lie from the pit of it. Every one of us, we will love validation. We love recognition. We love when people tell us you're looking good, you're doing well. I appreciate you, But now it's not looking like some people are now becoming so obsessed about this recognition that they are everywhere looking for validation. They're everywhere looking for recognition. You see them in my inbox so many times. Please, how much is TIBA award? I say, which TIBA award? Because at the point I had to post one in the community, not because I want to make a drama out of it, but I just want to communicate something that we don't sell award. We don't sell award. So you see people come and say, oh, I saw this award online. How much? And I'm like, how much? What do you mean by how much? We don't sell it. So you will see people are now obsessed with validation, recognition. They just want to be in that recognition sphere. What can you say about this? And what do you advise this kind of people?
I've observed this, people striving for recognition by all means, trying to attain it by all means, even going to the extent of wanting to buy awards. I've seen it play out several times on several occasions. And for some also, it has become a money-making machine, right? So they know that people need it. And so they come up with all sorts of awards and then put a price tag to it. And then, of course, they have ready buyers. So, of course, I've received several mails from different people telling me, oh, I qualify for this. I should bring 150,000 naira to get this. And I just look at that, I laugh. I said, where did you know me from? And what makes you think that this award, I'm due for this award, or I qualify for this award? So it has become a money-making venture for a lot of people. And then for others, it serves their interest because they want it. Okay, they seek the recognition by all means, of course, and they feel they have the money to get it, and of course they go for it. So it's unfortunate, actually, quite unfortunate.
So I would like to say that our validation should come from within.
Definitely.
Believe in yourself, whether someone is clapping for you or not. Believe you're doing well and clap for yourself. And I think that's one of the issues I have with some people. They say I hype myself too much, because I will actually not wait for you to hype me before I hype myself. I know I am fine, I'm doing well. Sometimes I say, I am fine like 200 people. So even if you come and tell me I'm not fine, I already know that I'm fine, because I've already told myself so many times that I am fine than like 200 people, So I think it starts from ourselves. Love yourself, appreciate yourself, applaud yourself. Even if nobody is saying, there's this voiceover that I usually use. Clap for yourself, hype yourself, tell yourself you're doing well. So whether the recognition come or not, you don't need to lobby for it. You don't need to go all around to be saying how much are you selling this one, I saw this one. Let it come naturally, because people recognize you, what you're doing, and they feel you deserve it. Okay, so
exactly.
It's something we really need to emphasize. Now, like you mentioned, that a lot of organizations, a lot of even individuals have started coming up with the concept of, we are now doing award, we are doing award. Some e-plaque, some physical plaque. And you discover that some people are actually doing it not because they are genuinely interested in people they are celebrating. They are doing it for visibility. You will even see some people, they will mandate it that as you are collecting that award, tag us. They will tell you authoritative, make sure you tag us. Like, why do you want them to tag you by fire by force? Is it because you want to get influence, some visibility from that thing? And that is one thing we don't do. When we started preparation for TIBA 2023, my team members, we came together, we were just trying to put heads together, put strategies together and all of that. And like 70% of them were saying, why is TIBA not doing voting? Let's be voting for TIBA. When people struggle for an award before they get it, they know the value of it. They do this, they do that. And I told them, when they listed, I gave one of them, I think Abraham, I gave him the job. I said, go and research this thing. Come up with a document. Tell me the disadvantages and advantages of voting system in an award. Tell me, give me scenarios and organizations. Because the truth is, TIBA, we might be small, but we are deep. We don't do things on the surface. We go deep. And I can vouch for our reputation anywhere, any day, because we do our due diligence. So I said, go and prepare a document, do this, do this, do this. They send it to me. Let's look at it together. When we prepare the document, we discover together that this voting system for an award actually favors the organization or the people organizing that award more than the recipient. Why? Because they are using it to gather influence. By the time they start posting, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me, vote for everybody's posting, they get more popular, they get more visibility. And that is what they are after. Not because
some use it to make money as well.
Yes,
some use it to make money.
Well, to make money. So it's not like they genuinely care about you or they're interested in what you're doing or they want to really celebrate you. They just want you to help them blow their trumpets. So that the more you are telling people, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me, the more they are getting more visibility. And the more people are knowing them, So at the end of the day, when you look at the pros and the cons, you discover that this thing actually favor the organization more than the recipient. So now, it brings me to this question. How can individuals distinguish between accolades, vain accolades, and real, authentic, or let's say real and authentic awards? How can we distinguish between the two to know that this one is real accolade and this one is just vain, just to favor the other party?
That's a good question. So there are many factors to consider, but for me, the foremost one is specificity. And what do I mean by that? A meaningful recognition is specific, right? There's usually a peculiar accomplishment or qualities to look out in the person or in the individual that's being recognized. And so it's specific, states exactly what this person is being awarded for, what this person has accomplished. It's specific, but it's stated clearly. Now, the second one, and then, of course, empty accolades tend to be vague, it lacks details. Second, there's usually a criteria for selection. Yes. So meaningful recognition is often based on a set criteria. So usually, okay, so has honed their skill in this, has carved a niche for themselves in this, and so they deserve this. So there's usually a criteria for selection. And so people who meet those criteria are selected. But empty accolades, they lack substantive foundation. And then lastly, genuine recognition contributes positively to the recipient's development and advancement or professional growth. But empty accolades might even serve as a distraction. They add no value to you. So the precious time you use to advance yourself in your career, you're distracted. You feel, oh, okay, I've arrived, I've achieved this.
I've arrived.
Even strive exactly to get better. So that's what it can be, a distraction, and that's what some people need to watch out for.
All right, thank you. Are you still with us? Are we still together? Thank you, Esther Yetola, for joining from Lagos. Angelos from Greece. Omotola from Lagos, I guess. Olatokumbo Akin from, I don't know, from planet Earth. Okay, thank you, everyone, for joining. So let's move. Let's proceed. Now, what are some of the mistakes that you think organizations make when they are implementing the award system? What are some of the mistakes you think they make? And they can, the topic is why award matter and how to do it right. So what are some of the mistakes and how do you think they can improve on these areas?
Okay, so some organizations set out in this venture of giving out awards without clearly stating their objectives. So it's important to clearly state the objectives for this. What's the goal you want to achieve with this award program? Do you want to increase employee productivity or to retain them? So setting clear goals will help you with the best approach, yes. And then secondly, setting the appropriate criteria, make it clear. Establish the right criteria for recognition and to ensure fairness. So that's what it will achieve. When you set the appropriate criteria and make it clear, then there'll be fairness because it will be open. Everyone can see it. This is the criteria for selection, and this is why this person was selected. So it's open. Exactly. There is fairness. Yeah. Good. And then, of course, it's important to establish consistent recognition. It's good to recognize achievements consistently to maximize the impact, right? Regular acknowledgement reinforces the connection between action and recognition. So ensuring that there's regular recognition for those who qualify is absolutely important. And then finally, it's good to employ diverse recognition categories. Yes, that's why in awards we have different categories. So when you do that, exactly, it's good to create categories for every level of expertise, right? And this will reflect a diverse range of contributions and skills. So this would help to ensure that people from different categories and skill level get to be awarded and not just a select few.
All right, thank you very much. Are we still together, everyone watching? So now let's talk about imposter syndrome. Of some people reject award because they feel they are not qualified. They feel, oh, what have I done that you're giving me? And I don't want to. I actually find it very funny anyway, because like we said, we all need recognition and award. But at the same time, some people just feel, I don't deserve it. They just have this self-condemnation within them that even though I like it, but I don't want to collect it because I don't deserve. What have I done that you are clapping for me? Like you mentioned, some people might see it as something that make them go overboard, like begin to misbehave or begin to feel, oh, now that I have collected an award, I have arrived. But what would you say about it? Do you think that at any point in time in our career or in our journey, if we have the opportunity of receiving our award, do you think it's okay if we reject it because we think we are not there yet, or we are not, you don't see yourself as qualified for it yet? What is your opinion about it?
All right, that's a good question. Now, you've explained the imposter syndrome because I was going to explain it because we don't want to assume that everyone in the audience understands it. So let me quickly also, yes, I like the way the Harvard Business Review puts it, okay? It says that the imposter syndrome is loosely defined as doubting your abilities and feeling like a fraud. Yes, it affects high achieving people who find it difficult to accept their accomplishments. So many of them question whether they are deserving of the accolades. So this is natural. It's a natural phenomenon. So a lot of people, you can see this place mentions high achievers. So it often happens to high achieving people. So when they receive recognitions and accolades, they feel, I don't deserve it. In fact, if I accept this, won't I even be arrested? Won't people think
fraud? Yes, fraud, like
exactly. Exactly. They feel like a fraud. They don't deserve it. So it's something coming from within. However, it's important for people to recognize that these things are natural reactions caused, like some health magazines or articles or journals who put it. They say this is natural and it's a medical condition, and we can overcome it. That's the good news. So we can overcome it. And to overcome this feeling, there are some points I've noted. One, accept your accomplishment and reflect on the effort you've put into achieving it. So that's something that can help. Reflect on the effort you've put into achieving that accomplishment that is being celebrated. So by the time you sit down and think about all the months and years and weeks and days of work you've put in, then you might begin to realize that you really truly deserve it.
You really deserve it.
That's one. Yes. Two, it's good to continually remind yourself that others see value in you that you might not see. So they see your contributions and they count you worthy. So after all, it was people who recommended you. It was people who nominated you. And so they saw that value. Like when I got nominated for TIBA, I felt on top of the world. I felt, oh, okay, people see what I'm doing. And when I sat down and reflected on it, it made me actually have a sense of satisfaction that, okay, people can actually see what I'm doing. So if I had hitherto been telling myself that I wasn't doing so much. Exactly. So now that's a proof that I am doing something and that my efforts are being recognized. Next, it's good to continually remind yourself that these achievements you have or you have attained are worth celebrating. And so, yes, sit down and hand yourself some flowers, give yourself an applause and celebrate yourself. So what it does is that it helps you to feel good from within. Of course, that release of dopamine, is there anyone who doesn't want the feel good hormone? We want to feel that hormone, we want to be happy, we want to feel satisfied, and receiving recognitions and awards helps you release that hormone and feel good about yourself. So celebrate by all means.
All right, thank you. So it means that it doesn't necessarily mean that you're right if you feel that way, that, oh, I'm not deserving of it. You might actually be an high achiever, but still feel that way. Exactly. But it's not left you to follow all the steps that she mentioned. She mentioned that you should recount the amount of work you've invested in that thing. Another thing that was profound for me is that it's possible that you don't see value in yourself and other people. Like they said, the lamp doesn't see its bottom. The lamp will light the whole house, but the bottom of the lamp will still be dark. That means you might have a value that others can see that you cannot see. All right, so I got that. So now let's talk about business. Let's talk about for business owners. For you personally, like I was mentioning that someone said, oh, because it's 40 by or somewhere, she has this confidence of doing business. Do you think, now let's drop the right, TIBA or not TIBA, do you think that you can also feel that way? Like when you enter into an office and you see someone who you just feel this confidence immediately, or you still, do your due diligence just to ensure that, oh, this person is actually correct, because anybody can have a award, anybody can use the award to decorate their shelf. What does the feeling looks like, for you?
Okay, so now let me get your question. Do you mean for me as a recipient, or for when I see other recipients of the award? How does it?
When you see other recipients, let's assume that you went to an office now to do business with the person. You're going to be parting with your money for that person, like you're giving the person a job or a business. And you entered into the office, maybe that's your first time of meeting that person, and you saw awards. What comes to your mind? Do you think that is going to give you the satisfaction that, oh, this person is a good person, is a credible person, I can actually do business with him? Or you will still be skeptical a bit that, okay, fine, awards, and okay, no, okay, it's fine, but I will still, check what I need to check and just be sure that everything is correct before I, entrust my money into the hands of this person.
Okay, I get it now. So it works both ways. So it can work both ways. One, it can lend credibility and authority to the person. One. So especially when you recognize the kind of award, that's where the kind of award comes into play, the particular award you are seeing. So, like we discussed earlier, there are all sorts of different kinds of awards out there that people just make up just to receive money. Right. Oh. So there are people who have, like some who have reached out to you to ask, okay, how much is this category? How much do I have to pay to get this award? Yes. So some people might want to acquire a lot of awards. So that would mean seeing lots and tons of awards does not in any way prove that that person possesses the credibility or the authority or the authenticity you might be expecting. So that's one. On the other hand, if you see some notable awards and you know the brands that have given out those awards, for instance, like I know TIBA, and I know that they stand for value, they stand for credibility, they stand for authenticity, and they do their due diligence before nominating and celebrating everyone. So if, for instance, I see a TIBA award and I see that this person has received a TIBA awards, then of course it makes me relax, They help me know that, okay, this person knows their onion in their field. And that is why TIBA counted them worthy to celebrate. And then if I look out for other awards and then decide from the name of the award or from the company giving out the award, then it might be able to lend credibility and authority to the person and can earn my respect. So it works both ways. So it depends on the particular awards or not.
All right, thank you. That was really enlightening. Let's go on a break. Please, if you have any question around this topic we are talking about, please can you just drop it in the comments so that when we are back from the break, we can take those questions. If you have any concerns around award, buying award, voting for award, I don't know, so many questions, so many concerns, let me know in the comments so that when we are back from our break, our guests can attend to them one after the other.
Raise up. This is inviting all career professionals, business owners, creatives, and individuals looking at expanding their network with meaningful connections
to the Iconic Brands Award Gala Dinner at Lagos State, Nigeria on 4th November 2023.
Come treat yourself to a sumptuous dinner, grace the red carpet, interview with our media partners, meet and greet high-profile people, build new business partnerships, enjoy the opportunity to pitch your brand and grow a valuable network.
1,000 plus conference participants, 200 plus high net worth guests, business leaders, captain of industries, industry experts, thought leaders, senior managers, and well and highly placed professionals, influencers, and celebrities.
Regular ticket 50,000 naira, VIP 100,000 naira, business class 200,000 naira.
Visit www.theiconicbrandsaward.com to get your tickets today.
Iconic Brand Awards, celebrating amazing brands.
Okay, you're welcome back. So before we proceed, I would just like to quickly make this clarification about what we do at TIBA, because we've seen a lot of murmuring, a lot of insult, bully around, oh, they are selling award at TIBA, they are collecting money and all that. So let me quickly make this very simple clarification. In fact, this year, we had to introduce a new system just to make sure that everybody is clear, on what we do at TIBA. Now, this is it. For TIBA events, before now, we usually have just one event, but this year we're having a conference and a gala dinner. Now, the gala dinner is not compulsory. Most of the time, we don't even ask everybody to come. We can give you an award where you are. You can go and pick up your award. You don't have to come. A professional gala dinner is where people meet. It's like a networking event. Most of the organizations, organizations and let me say professional associations like the Nigeria Bar Association, this one, they have all this gala dinner at the end of the year, just to come together, network, have a good time, have fun, unwind and all that. Now, we don't sell award at TIBA. Let me repeat that again. We don't sell awards. We don't. If you're coming for the event and we have asked you to pay, you are paying just like every other person who is not collecting an award is paying. It's a gala dinner event. We only incorporated the award into it so that when you come, you can receive your award. And what we did this year is that you don't need to come. You don't need to bother yourself to say, oh, they are selling an award. They asked you to bring money. No. So we are going to pack your plaque. If you don't want to come to the event because you don't want to pay, we're going to pack your plaque, drop it in our office, and you can go there and pick up your plaque. So with that, you're not paying a dime to anybody. So with that, you're not buying an award, you are not receiving, you are not collecting any money for you are not paying anybody. But if you're coming to the event, for a dinner, you cannot walk into a restaurant, eat and stand up and say, I am the child of President Buhari or President Obasanjo. They will hold you, wash plates very well. Okay, nothing is free. Even dinner in any way is not free. So if you're coming for a dinner event, you have to pay for the ticket. It is not something that is strange. It is not something that is wild. It's a networking event. It's a red carpet event. It's a meet and greet event. You cannot come, eat, collect souvenir, pitch people, do paparazzi, take plenty picture, go to your house, and you know what to pay.
Of course.
There's nothing free in this life. If you're not paying, someone is paying for it. And because TIBA is a growing brand, you know, we are still trying to find our feet. We have really been struggling over the years. We have really been struggling with sponsorship. Because a lot of people, once you are not inviting celebrities to your event, they are not going to sponsor you. They don't see you as a big brand. Now, I was discussing with someone recently, and I told the person was like, okay, you to go and be inviting celebrity. I said, inviting celebrity is not the problem. Giving celebrity award is not the problem. But like I said, for everything we do at TIBA, we have a motive and we have a vision. We have a standard. We don't do things the way other people are doing it. Let's just follow everybody and let's just be moving. No. We do things because we want to deliver value. It doesn't cost me anything to go and pack all the celebrities and say, okay, we are giving all of you award because we know that they will help us with visibility influence. But where is the place of a common man who is also doing well? If we are now celebrating people who are already high up there, being celebrated by almost all the organizations, AMVCA, this one, that one, they are there, they're everywhere. But then we'll go and pack them again and say we want to give them award. For me personally, it doesn't make any sense. Why don't we give the common man an opportunity, you know, to be celebrated? A lot of other people who are not big, who are not popular, they're also doing great. But because they are not big, AMVCA will not invite them. Futures Award will not call them. This one will not call them. So I think for us at TIBA, we are trying to bridge the gap between the I up there and the people who are doing something as well at the grassroots level. They might not be popular, they might not be famous, they might not be influential, they might not have 1,000, even 10,000 followers. But the truth is that they are doing well and they deserve to be appreciated. So, you know, because of that, we've really been struggling. And I remember when I wanted to start the preparation for this year, I told my team members, because they were suggesting all sorts of things, you know, when people come, at a point, I had to send, if all of them are here, they will bear witness. I had to send the vision statement and the mission statement back to, I said, this thing, though, I've sent it when we wanted to start the ball. It's like some of you did not read this thing. Take a look and read it again. The mission is not to gather celebrities and influencers. Yeah, no, that's not the mission. The mission is to genuinely celebrate people. Whether they are influential or not, I really don't. If they are influential and they deserve it and people nominate them, good. But if they are not, we will still do our due diligence to ensure that, okay, they actually meet up to standard, even though they are not popular. So at the end of the day, it is not just about carrying all the, I know a lot of awards. Like my team members will send a lot of links to me. Minta, look at this ones. They carry Taoma, they carry this one, they carry Mr. Macaroni, they do this one. I say all those people are big already. They receive nothing less than 10, 15, 20 awards in a year. There are so many people out there that they have not received just one, and they are doing well. Do we now want to deny them because we want to, you know, please ourselves, because of our own selfish interest, because we want sponsorship, we want people to give us big money? And because when they see Mr. Macaroni, when they see this one, they say, this is a big brand. Oh yeah, come and collect money. That's not it. As long as we are on the truth, as long as we are doing the right thing, it doesn't matter how many years it takes us to get there, but we are going to get there. Bit by bit. When people see the genuinity in what you're doing, when people see the authenticity in what you're doing, they will be forced to align with you as time goes on. But if you want to force yourself where you don't belong, if you want to be doing things that are not in alignment with your vision and your mission, you will soon run into trouble. Because at the end of the day, the main reason why you're doing that thing is going to be forfeited. Thank you, everyone who is joining. So I just need to quickly make that clarification.
Yeah.
So this year, if you're an awardee and you don't want to come to the event because you don't want to come for whatever reason, I don't want to say because of this or that, but you don't want to come, we've communicated everything in the email. Please go back to your email. We are going to tell you where you will pick your plaque. You will pick it at our office in Yaba. Your plaques will be there, well packed, sealed. Go there, pick it, go to your house, sleep, post it on social media, and celebrate. And you know, but come to a gala event for free. I'm so sorry, we've not gotten to that length. We've not had enough sponsorship to take us to that length. So we really want you to bear with us as we are growing, as we are trying to consider the common man. We also need you to consider us that we are just striving to, you know, do our best. I was reviewing the budget for TIBA yesterday, and I was already calculating without sponsorship, without all the people that supported us with this and okay, sound system, I'll take care of it, your food, I'll take care of it, this one, I'll take care. Without all those ones, I calculated 6.5 million. 6.5 million for TIBA. Because the oil alone is close to 1 million. Everybody knows that. I mean, this is not the news. The decoration is close to 500. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Without support or without any support, okay, after all the support we've received here and there, when we remove all the support, we still have 6.5 million to cater for. I mean, this money is going to be coming from somewhere. So we really need to push this narration out so that all this misconception of TIBA is selling award is not going to be there. TIBA is not selling award. If TIBA wants to be selling award, you will not pay 15,000, you will not pay 20,000, you will pay on 300,000, 500. I think as 2021, when you received the award, the ticket for the dinner was just 15,000. I mean, 15. I was telling people, 15. Yes, 15,000. As at 2 weeks ago, when I checked my ticket to fly to Nigeria, I showed it in the, it's not in news, I showed it in the nominees group. It's 854,000 to come to Nigeria. 850. If you're a traveler, go online, go and check Waka now. Go and check. From Cote d'Ivoire to Lagos to Cote d'Ivoire, it's 864. As at when I checked, though, it's not as at today. And I've come to Nigeria twice. I've come to Nigeria once a year, this year, and I'm going to come the second time, making 2 times. I mean, look at that. It's ridiculous. So I don't want to go into details of that, but we really just need to talk about this so that we can save ourselves of all the stress, headache, arguments of, oh, they're selling award, they're selling award. No, we are not selling award. We are only charging you for the dinner ticket. I know a lot of people who are not even awardees. I mean, I can mention them. The guy that sponsored our sound system for this year is going to be taking care of all our sound system. I mean, this is something that if we want to pay for it, we would have been paying maybe 200K or 250K. He said we should not worry that he's going to take care of everything. This guy came to TIBA in 2021, just when you had your own event. He was not an awardee. He just came like a regular guest. We have few people who are not guests, who are not awardees, and they come like regular guests because, like I said, it's a networking event for people to meet, greet, and all sorts. And he was telling me recently that that singular event changed his life completely. That he can never, because when he said he wants to sponsor us for sound, I was like, from where to where? How did you know this person? This one. So I was like, Minta, you don't understand. Let me give you a testimonial. I mean, I was even still planning that one day I would just, frame that testimonial sort of, and I'll push it online. Because it was really powerful. So for someone who is a guest to say, when I came, I saw people, I was inspired. I went back to my house. I was like, so, you have to do something with your life. I mean, that was just the turning point for him. And before you know it, he started something. He started receiving millions of contracts. And I was just like, this is just the least I can do. I wish I can even do more for TIBA because my story, everything that I'm doing today started from that singular event that I attended. So enough of that. I have a very interesting question here that I would like us to answer before we call it a day. Someone is asking that what is the difference between recognition and award? Someone is asking what's the difference between recognition and award? Would you like to answer the question, or I should go ahead? I think you should.
Yeah,
because I've been
I can. Sure. Okay, so both are related. So recognition is what happens that leads up to receiving an award. So one, you're being recognized. Yes. So you're being recognized. Your work, your achievements, your accomplishments have been noticed. So now you've been nominated to receive an award to recognize you for all you have done. Yes. So someone has noticed you and you have been recognized. So the award now is the tangible evidence that you can present for your recognition.
For your recognition. Absolutely. That's just it. So you'll be recognized and you're receiving an award for that. So now I also want to add that in the concept of award, we have different kind of award. We have award of recognition. We have award of appreciation. We have award of long years of service. For some
award of excellence.
Excellence. We have so many types of awards. So it depends. So award of recognition is just one out of all those types of awards. And that's what I tell people, that for TIBA is an award of recognition. We are not doing award of excellence because a lot of people don't get these things clearly. And you know, when you don't understand something, instead of you to ask questions or research it, they will go online. They'll start writing posts. This one, that one, that. No, you need to understand. Now, this is it. Our word of excellence is saying we are looking for the best. Excellence means everybody is doing well, but you exceed them. That's the meaning of excellence. So they are looking for the best. That's where you will see the best entrepreneur of the year, the most something of that is an award of excellence. And in that kind of award, that is when they do voting, because their aim is to get the best out of all the people that have been nominated. So that's why you go to an award event, they will say the nominees are ABC, DEF, JEK, and the winner is ABC. Everybody clap for the winner, and the person collects the award. Now that's an award of excellence. He's saying we have noticed 5 people who are doing well, but out of those 5 people, you excel more than others, and that's why we are presenting this award to you. I will not really go against the voting system for award, because that is the nature of that award. It's an award of excellence. Then for years of service in the organization, you don't need to even perform any better. Once you use 25 years, they give you an award. For some, I think for one organization I work with like that in Nigeria, they have award for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, yes, 25 years, 35, like that. When you want to retire as well, they give you an award. So for that, it doesn't depend on your performance. You might even be the worst staff, but as long as you're in that organization and you clock 10 years, you deserve, you are qualified. Don't let me say you deserve, you are qualified for an award. So they call it award of long years of service or something. Then we also have an award of appreciation. Award of appreciation is just like you came to this event now to feature as a guest. We can say, oh, we appreciate your presence, your time, your effort, your preparation for this. We are presenting you an award of appreciation. So award of appreciation is saying you have done something peculiar to us as an organization or as a person. And because of this, we are going to be presenting you an award of appreciation. You can present an award of appreciation to speakers who come to speak at your event, to volunteers who volunteer for your event, for so many other things, just to appreciate them. So we have a lot of these categories. So it is very wrong for you to start mixing everything up. And for us at TIBA, what we do is award of recognition. We don't say, oh, you are the best. If you look at our award categories critically, you will not see the best. You will not see best and you will not see best, this, best, that. You will not see the most, this one, that one. Because for me personally, as the founder, I don't believe that anybody is the best anyway. If you think you are the best, by the time you see another one, another person, you will slow down. You say, this is my own best. It's even besting. It's besting somewhere. Because you can never be the best. You can never be the best. That's the truth. For me personally, that's what I believe. That's the ideology. So instead of saying best this, best that, looking for excellence, looking for who is better than who, I prefer to say a word of recognition. We see what you're doing. It doesn't matter whether it is bigger than the next person. But what is important is that we see what you are doing and we want to recognize it for that you're doing. Because the truth is, you cannot compare two people on the same, is it pedestal or pedigree? How do you people speak that in English?
Pedestal.
You can't put people on the same level and want to measure them with the same. No, you cannot. Because the situation for them is different. The conditions are different. The background, the experience, the skills, the exposure, the expertise, the influence, everything is different. So how do you now weigh 15 people and say this one is the best? What is your yardstick? What is your criteria? Why do you think this person is better than this person? Okay, so for me, I don't really believe in that system of saying this person is the best. I believe in, regardless of what you're doing, whether you are doing it in a big scale or in a large scale or a small scale, as long as you deserve an award, we'll give it to you. Now, let me give you a very good example. I use this illustration most times when I'm in a class. If I have 10,000 followers now, if I have 10,000 followers, and on my post, I have 500 engagements. Please, who has a calculator? Okay, I still have my calculator, my exam calculator here. Okay, so let me use it. I'm an accountant now. So 500, you have 500 engagements on your post, and you have 10,000 followers. So 500 divided by 10,000 is going to give us 0.05%. That's 5% times 100. That's 5%. That's 5% performance. If you want to measure what you've done in relation to the amount of followers you have. Now, let's look at this. If I have 1,000 followers and I have 200 engagements, no, let's not say 1. Let's say 100. I'm just using this because it's relatable. Let's say I have just 1,000 followers, but I have 100 engagements. Now, let's look at it. 100 divided by 1,000. 100 divided by 1, 2, 3.
That's 10%.
10%. Who is doing better? Who is doing more?
The 1,000.
Who is doing better?
1,000 followers.
The 1,000. But if you want to look at it in absolute terms, you will say, oh, this person has 500 likes and this person has 100 likes. This person is doing better than this person, but it's not correct.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So I brought my accountant. I brought the accountant in me out of for you today. So everybody will put me for accounting job that I'm doing for you today, not just the branding job. You understand? But if you want to look at the figures there's something we call relative terms and absolute terms. If you want to look at it absolutely, you will say, oh, the person that is doing 500 engagement is better than the person doing 100. But that's not true. Because if you want to relate that 500 to the number of followers, if I have 10,000 followers and I'm having 500 engagement, I'm not doing well compared to someone who has just 1,000 but has 100 engagement. That person is doing 10% while I'm doing 5%. And that is just exactly how it is. When you're trying to measure people using the same criteria that, okay, because this person has 500 votes, this one has 100 votes, this person, no. The person that has 500 votes has 500 votes because he has more followers. If I have 1,000 followers, you cannot expect me to have 500 votes because I only have 1,000 followers. But if you look at it closely, I am actually better than the other person. So for me, I really don't believe in the concept of voting. This one is the best. That one. I believe in if you have 1,000 followers and you're doing well, you're doing well. If you have 300 followers and you're doing well, you're doing well. It's as simple as that. There is no basis for comparison, you know. And, you know, that brings us to the end of this conversation. I hope you've been able to get a lot of information, a lot of understanding about the concept of awards, why we do what we do at TIBA, why we follow the route we follow. We are not gathering Mr. Macaroni and the rest. I'm sorry for mentioning names. If they deserve it, fine. But that is not our mission to be carrying celebrities up and down. We are really for value, and that is what we are for. I have a question here as well. So somebody said, so does recognition come based on your personal achievements or impact? And I like this question. Please go ahead, Oleander.
Yes. So I think both. So both your personal achievements and impact come to play in recognition. Yes. Both are considered before one can be recognized. So if you have something to add, Adela, you can go ahead.
Yes, I also agree with you. Perfect. Both comes into play because what is your personal achievement, if not for impact? What do you really achieve anything if you are not impacting anybody with it? So for me, personal achievement is all about impact. So if you can balance the two, then you're good to go with recognition. So I just want to read some of the comments we have. Boluwati Wiayo Paleke said, this is eye-opening. When I got the notification of recognition, I initially thought very little of it because of Sir Leke Auda, who is in my category. I felt untrue. I had to sit with my thoughts and carry out some little research to understand what TIBA is all about. And that's it. I don't know. In fact, that Mr. Leke Auda, I'm not sure I've interacted with his posts ever. I know him. I know he's a bit influential, but I've not really had any. So it's not a matter of whether it's because Meta know him. He was nominated. For this TIBA, we received 1,602 nominations. Chine Merem, where are you? She's here. Chine Merem is on Instagram. If I'm lying, please. She worked on that list from 1,602. She worked on it for 2 weeks. 2 good weeks. And after she finished, she sent it to me. I worked on it for almost like 4 days. Like sleepless nights because I had to meet up with time and we have time that we give us. So it's not a matter of we checked everything. If you see anybody on TIBA list that is not deserving of it, come and meet me. I am going to defend it because everybody on that list were checked from beginning to end. If I see anything that doesn't align with our value, your name will be removed. So it's not a matter of favorism or somebody knows somebody or somebody likes somebody else because somebody is following somebody. It doesn't matter. I contacted somebody yesterday that, okay, have you seen our email, blah, blah, blah. She was like, I don't even know who nominated me. I said, even me, I don't know you. so that you will not think that, even me, this is the first time I'll be interacting with your brand. I don't even know you too. We downloaded the nomination. We saw your name. We checked. We saw that you're deserving of it. And that's all. I don't need to know you. I don't need to be familiar with you. You don't need to be doing follow. Because that's something some people also do. Even before now, people will come and meet me and say, Minta, I have with TIBA this year. I will say, what happened to TIBA this year? We're not going to get an award. At the point, I had to make a point and say, you people should stop it. Don't come and meet me for award again. Award is not Google and Granots that they are selling, they are distributing to everybody. The fact that you know me does not mean you will collect award. It's not Google and Ekpa. I was still telling one of my team lead today that if you don't perform, you will not get an award of appreciation because yes, we are going to be giving our volunteers and our team leads an award of appreciation. Don't say because me and Minta, you used to talk every day. She knows me very well. No, I told them, I said, TIBA has come to a place that it is very important for me to look at the caliber of people I am giving awards. I cannot afford to jeopardize the brand all in the name of you are close to me or you are my friend or we are close. No, it's not. This year alone, and I can say it with my full chest, this year alone, I have written 3 good letters. I wrote one for someone who was doing UK visa talent, something. I will even mention his name. There is nothing to be. His name is Paul Ibe. In case you know him, yes, because it's not a big deal. I wrote a letter for him this year. He took to the UK embassy, and it was not even a letter. I have to sign off from my hand, so it's not like something you can cook up. The organization that gave you that award need to sign it off with their email, with everything. I mean, I was really happy maybe like a month or 2 months ago when I was talking to someone and that person said, oh, the person has not traveled, that is now in UK. I was like, oh, good. TIBA is part of his success story. This year too, I gave somebody a letter, one of the volunteers that got a scholarship in Harvard University. I gave her a letter, a reference letter to say she has volunteered before and to back up the award of appreciation we gave her at the end of the volunteering program. This year again, our director, Madam Francisca, I can't remember the name of that other second lady. I think her name is Tosin something. I can't remember. Madam Francesca, this year, she got a letter as well that she took to the embassy for a visa. I mean, this year, last year like that. So I have come to a place now that, let me tell you a very good secret. Do you know that last year was the very first time I'm going to be writing a reference letter for someone? I wrote this for Temi Ajibewa. In case anybody know her, yes, I want to mention names so that you think Minta is lying. No, I'm not lying. When she actually came to me, she was a recipient of TIBA in 2019. And when she came to me that she needed a letter because she wanted to go and apply for a visa, this one, I said, okay. And it was at that point that she gave me the whole thing. I looked at it, writing the consoler. I was like, hey, Minta, where to? So this thing is this important? Is this valuable? Me to my shoulder pad now increase, and I added to my shoulder what I had before. Okay, now I think I'm doing something that is really, really worth it. Because for me, I don't think, it's just to celebrate people, collect an award, clap for you, everybody hits jollof rice, they go to their house, hang it on your shelf, and everybody's good to go. That was actually my thoughts. But when I was not writing a letter to the embassy, to this one want to collect scholarship, this one, I was like, So this thing is actually what, this kind of value that we are bringing to the table. And that was when I became more conscious of the caliber of people we are going to be giving awards to. Because I don't want anybody that will carry our letter to embassy and they will say, which one is this one? That's how they gave one criminal letter that day. You don't understand. Because it will not be good for you, it will not be good for all of us. Because eventually, if the brand's image is fault, you will also collect. Maybe you need a letter one day, and you take it there, and it becomes very valueless. And like, oh, this brand, if this award is coming from them, they are trash. So it's very important. A particular person was rude this year, a recipient of TIBA, and I removed her, and I said, there's no award again. It's not because I want to carry shoulder pad, but because if you're rude, what is the backing? Because it's not just about proving track record. It's also about character, attitude, personality.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So I say, we have the power to revoke this award. Even if it is 15 years to collect it, we have the power to revoke it because we don't want something we are also building. I know the kind of effort, I know the kind of dedication, the commitment that is going into this. I've been waking up since, God is my witness, my team members are here in case I'm lying. I've been waking up since 2 a.m., 3 a.m. now for the past 2-3 weeks because I'm working on TIBA. I just have something to do. Once I'm up by 2 a.m., I walk, I press phone, I press computer, I do this, I send this one to this one, the people that want to do this for all. I just kept doing one or two things till it's 6 a.m. when we gather for morning devotion, we start our day. I mean, it's as bad as that. So how will I put this kind of effort? And it's not just me. I have a team of 12 team leaders who are working with me, and we have a team of 100 volunteers who are working. So how do we, all of us come together, put this kind of event together, put this kind of award system together, and someone somewhere will just come, to rubbish it. So it's very important that we understand that TIBA is not just a common award for anybody to just dash in and dash out and say, I know TIBA, Minta is my friend and she will give me an award. No, Minta is not your friend again. TIBA is on another level now. If you want to collect TIBA award, you will have to prove to us over and over again that you're actually deserving of it. Okay, so I think at this point we have to call it a day. Yes, Chisholm said personal achievement goes hand in hand with impact for recognition to hold. Absolutely true. So recognition tells you have been noticed. Yeah. Hope Aigbefo said that's our uniqueness. Stay on your vision and mission statements. Yes, so it's not about celebrity, but to genuinely celebrate and recognize Eden, an amazing brand who are doing pretty well. Thank you, Hope Aigbefo. Thank you, Bliss. Bliss also said awards are great. Awards are a great way to appreciate people who are doing well. It should be a culture of every organization to recognize their dutiful workforce, whether volunteers or staff, for job well done. The metrics for appraisal should be clearly stated and understood by both parties. That can be enshrined in the organization HR policy as well. And I think that's really profound. It should be fair. Like I think you also mentioned it. It should be well spelled out. Everybody should be clear on what are the criteria. Even for TIBA, on the nomination form, we have all our criteria well spelled out one by one. So there is nothing like, I don't know, I don't understand what they are doing here. No, they are, everybody went through it in my team. We checked it, we reviewed it before we put it out. The criteria are clear, like crystal clear. So there is nothing like, I don't understand how they pick this person. No. So I think those are just few of the comments we have. Another person, they said, nice one. Some people have the mindset of buying awards since it's common in some organization. TIBA is a place to be. You will love it. Thank you, everyone, for your meaningful contribution. It's time to go. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, our dear guest. Thank you so much. I mean, you really do so well. You did justice to this topic, and I'm really glad that you were prepared. I've had some guests in the time past. I will not mention anybody's name. That's you just know that this one did not prepare. This also did not prepare. They just come pick some words together and just match everything. I'm just like, wow. But yeah, you did well. You were well prepared for this, and I'm really glad that we had this good time together. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. I will look forward to receiving you at the I don't know whether you've received our information to be inducted into the alumni group. We want to get an alumni. We want to inaugurate the alumni community for TIBA, where people can grow together, share ideas, business ideas, and all that. So I don't know whether you've received. Did you receive our email? Because we sent emails out.
Okay, I'll check.
Okay, please do. We have an email where we invite all the past TIBA awardees to come over to celebrate with us and to be inaugurated.
I got it. I remember. I got it.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you some other time by the grace of God. Until then, I look forward to receiving you all at TIBA. If you don't want to come to TIBA, if you don't want to come for the dinner and award in the evening, at least come for the conference. That one is free. You're not going to pay. So let me just take a quick break, and when we are back, we'll call it a day.
Are you ready? Something huge is coming. 8 speakers, 2 moderators, 2 panelist sections, 1,000 plus participants, 100 plus awards, 1 gala dinner, all happening on the 4th of November 2023, Lagos, Nigeria. It's TIBA 2023. Oh yes, the iconic brand award is 5 years and we are excited. TIBA 2023, celebrating global brands.
All right, thank you everyone once again for joining us. We'll see you some other time by the grace of God. Good night and have a good night rest. Bye.